Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I just want to give my thoughts on this Oklahoma State coach, Mike Gundy. He's a white man. He came under attack for wearing a conservative t-shirt, a OAS t-shirt. One of the star players, which is a black running back, number 30, I think his name is Hubbard, started attacking the coach for wearing this t-shirt on his own off time. Okay. I played football all of my life. I played high school football. I helped my team win a state championship in my 11th grade year. I also got MVP in basketball that same year. All right? What people don't know about me is that I was a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school, started doing a bunch of street stuff, ended up running away from God in Mississippi, came to California. And there I ended up giving my life to God at 17 years old. I went to a junior college, and the counselor told me all I had to do was pass an aptitude test. I passed the aptitude test. I ended up getting into a junior college without even having a GED or even having a high school diploma. At that time, I gave my life to God at 17 years old. I realized how privileged I was to be playing football and how blessed I was to have the talent to do that and to get a free education through what I was doing. So I made All-American team there, broke all kinds of records, broke O.J. Simpson's junior college record there in California, broke some national records running the ball. I was a running back. Then I got a full ride scholarship to Arizona State. I was there with Felipe Sparks, who's the father of Jordan Sparks. I was there with Darren Woodson and the Bates and, just a whole lot of people, man. And all these people are still, around today. I ended up going pro. I got left right out of ASU. I went to the Rams. The Rams moved me over to the 49ers. And after that, I played overseas in Germany, in Dusseldorf, Germany, played there. As soon as I got back from playing 3 months over there, as soon as I got off the plane, the Raiders signed me. I played there, retired from the Raiders. Right? And I was supposed to have done greater than that. I made it to the NFL really on one good leg. See, I was, as a running back at Arizona State, 6'1", 230 pounds. I could run a 4.51, but I had just had ankle surgery. The team, Arizona State, they didn't make me aware of the injury to my ankle, how serious it was. I had some torn cartilage, had some bone spurs in it, and it was really, that bone spur was shooting into my nerve, tore the cartilage. I was in a lot of pain. I hobbled the whole season. Still ended up rushing for close to 900-something yards. So I ran for the Scouts 2 weeks after ankle surgery. I limped and hobbled a 4.63. I limped and hobbled a 4.63. And they, labeled me a fullback from then on. But it's a privilege to play this sport. And what's going on now is that these liberals are messing up America's pastime. They're messing up everything. They're going to mess up football. As a matter of fact, I believe that they're going to go heavily after Jerry Jones, who told his players last year that if any of my players take a knee, then I'm cutting them off the team. They better not take a knee during the national anthem. And the left-wing media is going to come after them because they're really hurt that they can't get Donald Trump out of office. Okay, so now, if I was a white coach and these players was upset with me about wearing a t-shirt, one of my t-shirts on my off time that had nothing to do with the school. I'm on my free time. I'm out at the mall or doing whatever I have to do, and I'm wearing my t-shirt. I'm out fishing with a t-shirt on. That's my private stuff. And I would gather up my players. I'll say, hey, look here. Listen, I'm especially speaking to all of you black players. Listen, all eyes on me. Check this out. Have I ever disrespected you based on your color? Have I ever told you that you don't belong on this team because of your color? Have I ever called you out of your name, an N-word or anything like that? Have I ever treated you differently from these white players? I've given you the same privilege. I've given you the same opportunity as I gave these white players to go out here and show the world that you have the talent to play on the next level. And if I were you, I would stop focusing on the wrong things and start focusing on my career and my future and my education. That's what you need to be focusing on. And if you want to get political, well, then what you need to do is gather up all your friends and buddies and homies and everybody that you can get and go out there and tell them to make a vote for your political party. But trying to put a man down and trying to make a man lose his job based on his political view or what he feels on his own free time is like a punk move, man. It's a punk move. Because they're upset because that network says that all lives matter, and it didn't just say black lives matter. I say all lives matter. The Bible says all lives matter. Okay? And that's the way we got to do it. But folks, this whole thing is like one big terrible nightmare. It's like it won't end. But it's going to end. And you know what? We're going to vote again. And folks, here on Pastor Jerone TV, we're going to be voting. We're going to support our president. And we're going to vote in people in our communities who are Republican and who stand for the Constitution, who stand for the First Amendment. See, this is a First Amendment issue. And if I was Coach Mike Gundy, listen, that school, you come at me, I said, I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing for jack. It's my freedom of speech. It's my right to wear a t-shirt. As it is now with the court decision on LGBT, that coach can come in there, if he was LGBT, and wear a shirt with two men kissing on it. And if anybody had a problem with it, it will be considered a hate crime. But here you don't have a coach. You have a coach that's wearing an OAS shirt, OAN. And now all hell done broke loose against the man for nothing. And if I was the coach, I'll say, hey, listen, I'm not apologizing. And if you're going to fire me, trust this. Listen, my attorney will get me this college. Fire me and see it on our school, sue y'all. That's the way you have to fight these people back. You have to fight these people back in court and take their money, and then all this stuff will stop. Yeah. If I was a white coach, I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't bow down to that stuff. If I'm not a racist and I'm not around doing racist stuff, well, then there's nothing to fear. I got a life to live too. And if I have kids, I want them to have a right to live their life. Instead of, you know, wearing it. What you want me to wear? A Black Lives Matter shirt? I'm not wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. If I wear any shirt, it's going to be an All Lives Matter shirt. That's the way I'm going to do it. But they're going to try to force everybody to think like the leftists. Black Lives Matter is nothing but a Democrat Party organization. That's all it is. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about this, because this is very serious. This is very serious. You're taking people's rights to self-expression, a right to freedom of speech, a right to wear their own clothing, a right to support their own networks. All right? They're taking away the Aunt Jemima syrup. Y'all see that? Aunt Jemima syrup is going away. Really, I think, see, this is racist, what they're doing, because it's trying to erase black history. It's trying to erase black history. They're trying to they don't teach black history as it is in schools anyway. At least they don't teach it right and correct. Even black people own slaves. And slaves came over from Africa. We were enslaved to our own people over in Africa. And we were sold here by our slave owners there. But anyway, just something to think about. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see you in the next video.